Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Los Angeles Rams.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And now running right through him. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Makes it
a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
26-yard line.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Rams' 20.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. Muscles him off. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Griffin there on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the second quarterback chosen back in April from Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic. Number 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
First down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10. At the 45-yard line. Now a give to Taylor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Sure, as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Bucs 30-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Rams.
The numbers for Hill a week ago. 6 catches, 59 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now it's 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Henry Ruggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
It took them an extra look. But they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of 22.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's...
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just...
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Returns. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 45 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big time.
So the call stands. Now they're out of challenges. What do you think about that? And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10.
Dustin Hopkins.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers completes it to Aguilar. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Nelson Aguilar.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And again, it's Rodgers. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's second and a yard. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Browns who were winners in that one at home. 17-13 was the final. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. 24-21, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 20.
So here are the Rams to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Complete to Tyreek Hill.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Dee Ford that time showing what he can do defensively. Credit him with a tackle for loss. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Tua. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
At 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to work.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
By Aaron Donald.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Rodgers pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
9-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
McKenzie now to return it. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Rodgers. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's got it. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Rodgers. Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. They'll come out in the pistol. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
Duvernay.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. On second down, Tua. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time, getting the sack.
A loss of 12 yards. It's second down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sincere.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First down.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, Tagovailoa. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jonathan Taylor with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On first down, Rodgers. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's into the hands of Pascal.
That's another.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Rodgers to throw once more. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll let this go deep for Rook. He's got a man. Complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Henry Ruggs. 91 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Hopkins with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.